Varun was a 23-year-old man who had arrears in his masters. His family was well to do, but still he had his own passions to achieve. He was in love with a beautiful young girl of his age, Yasmin, who was a perfect match for him. Her father accepted the marriage even though he was not earning, because he was completely impressed by the character of Varun that he had observed in a meeting with him. His behavior, manners, and care that Varun possessed impressed Yasmin's father Pratap. Varun was the only child and the favorite of his grandparents. If he was facing any problem or issues, he used to seek his grandparents' help to get rid of them. Becoming a successful entrepreneur was his dream. But Varun's father advised him to have a degree before starting a business. He said that the degree would be a backup option for him even if he had failed in his business. Because business has its own ups and downs, and his father did not want his son to be a failure. So he kept on forcing Varun to study. Varun worked really hard to clear all his arrears. He also applied to a competition which would be very helpful for him to achieve his dream. He had convinced his father to participate in this competition and struggled a lot to cross the 9 rounds along with his friend Rohit. Then one day, he received an email that he could not participate in the finals because he had arrears. He was utterly fed up. He started to question himself. Were all these struggles and success meant to meet this end? His thoughts were disturbed by his grandmother. What happened? She touched his shoulder. I'm going to drop my business, Grandma. He showed the mail to her. A shade of distress could be seen on her face. She took him aside to the couch and boosted him by saying, in Mahabharata, every time when the Pandavas were expelled from their palace, they never stopped their quest for their success. They moved on even further and forward. And that brought them great success, and they created their future. At last, they won over the Kauravas also. What would have happened if they declared and accepted their failure? They decided to design their fate. And with this note, his grandmother left. Varun's eyes pooled with tears. His grandma's words had never misled him. She was his best friend. As she said, he did not want to give up. He instantly called the organization with a request. Hey, can you please tell me one thing? I have crossed the 9 rounds, partnered with my friend Rohit. Will you accept if he alone represents my company in the competition? They replied, I will ask my head and let you know soon. After an hour, Varun received the call from the organizing committee. Mr. Varun, we are happy to share that your company can participate in the competition, but not under your name. You can make your family member as the founder, and your friend can represent it. Varun was overwhelmed with joy. He informed his best friend, his grandmother, with a number of kisses. He then informed Rohit about everything and trained him to present the company's ideas and motives along with the presentation skills and public speaking. Everything was ready, and the day of the final round had come. Varun at the backstage told Rohit his best and his final wishes and sent him to the main stage. Rohit started well and he had done his presentation extraordinarily, just as Varun expected. But Rohit could not answer the unexpected questions from the judges, as those were about the company's finances, which could be answered only by the founder, Varun himself. With extreme dejection, Varun moved to another stage of pain, crossing his depression and misery. He started to believe that it was not his cup of tea. He thought that the universe was telling him not to start this business as his father had said. He started to put his time into his studies. He stopped dreaming about his business. He started to feel that if he could not succeed in his own passion, he would never be fit for any other thing in life too. His family felt pity for him. Failure moved him into depression and frustration with great pain that created the absence of happiness of a joyful man. When it came to studies, he took his failure as a catalyst and prepared vigorously. He regretted that if he had no arrears, he could have appeared in the competition and would win for sure. To avenge the exams, he wanted to prove to everyone his capability. He revised again and again. He even wrote and practiced. He did splendidly well in all his exams except the last one.
Hello viewers, welcome to Original Morals. I'm Ayasa, the author of this story. Hope you like it.
Hi there, welcome to Original Morals. I am Megha, the original narrator of this story. I hope you enjoy.
See this magic around us. It's called animation. Hello viewers, welcome to the Original Morals. I am Mahendra and I am only making animations and edit videos. So you see this video for the best moral stories. So you share these stories with your friends and family member. One small request to you, in the bottom of this video there is a red button. So you tap on that button and change the color of that button. Now we are connected. Thank you. Keep watching us.
The night before the exam, there was heavy rain. The windows were shut out by the harsh winds. When Varun tried to close the windows, he accidentally got the edge of his right thumb cut at the sharp edge of the wooden window. Before aiding his finger, his internal pain of failing again in the exam led him to call Yasmin and said, "Let's call this off and break up." And he hung up the phone. Varun was exceptionally frustrated and he felt alone. He wanted to be alone. His family was worried around him, and all those visions were vague and blurred to him. After 3 hours of treatment, Varun got back to his home and found Yasmin and Pratap. "It would be nice if my neck got cut off," ironically smiled Varun. "What happened to you, Varun?" Yasmin grasped his hand. "Nothing, just a small cut." "No, what happened to my Varun? Where is the optimistic person I know? Where is that passionate youngster? Where is that man who loved me?" "It's all over, Yasmin. I am not fit for anything, neither for business, nor studies, nor love, nor marriage. Nothing. I am a waste, and that is me now." Varun sounded irresponsible due to the emotional pain. I studied hard. Now what is the reason for this? Why is God testing me again and again? Doesn't He want me to be happy and successful? Why is He so hard on me? You are hard on yourself, yelled Yasmin. Nothing happened to you. If you fail today, it means you are going to have great success tomorrow. When have you become so hopeless, Varun? Think about your hero Steve Jobs. Isn't he successful today? Did he not face struggles? Remember, you are holding his product now. And what about Elon Musk? Wasn't he successful too? Don't be so self-sympathetic, Varun. I know you have tried a lot. But try to understand that God wants to see you more successful. He hits on you to mold you into someone stronger, not to put an end to you. If you feel the universe doesn't want you to win, then win the universe. Fight with it and never ever give up. The next day, Varun could not take his exam. But the words of Yasmin were deeply sunk into his heart. He restarted his company with full hope and zero expectation. He did his best every day. A year passed. Varun had attempted the last exam, which he could not clear due to his accident. This year, he had passed, and that too had become a graduate, and his company was working successfully with 8% profits. Varun and Yasmin married each other happily with the blessings of their parents. Varun taught his children his secrets of success. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and yet keep moving forward.